Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendy McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendy McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers, and welcome to another podcast. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that you need to hear right now if you are struggling to find speaking gigs. Okay, it's going to be an awesome podcast, but first I want to welcome you over to our Facebook group. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. Breakthrough Public Speakers. We have about a little over 4,000 speakers in there. Some are just brand new, just kind of have an idea that they want to be a speaker. And we have speakers in there that they've been speaking in business for well over 30 years. It's a fantastic group. You will not be disappointed. It's called Breakthrough Public Speakers. And I will drop the link in the show notes so you can find us over there. Okay, on to today's podcast. Today I'm going to talk about some things that you really need to hear right now if you're struggling to find speaking gigs, okay? To find those speaking engagements. I know that the journey, of becoming a successful speaker, of building your business, it can really feel like a tough uphill climb sometimes, right? Finding speaking gigs, especially those that pay, can be a real challenge when you're just starting out in your speaking business. And I get it. Believe me, I get it. Okay? I have been working with speakers and planners for over 2 decades, and I totally get this. Now, some of you might be feeling a little lost, maybe a little overwhelmed, and that's okay. That's okay. The speaking business is vast, and it can often feel somewhat like a maze. But don't worry, because today I want to share with you 5 key things that you need to hear right now today if you're a speaker that is struggling to find speaking engagements. Okay, these are golden nuggets, everybody. These are golden nuggets. These are words of wisdom that can pave your way to success. We're not talking about some easy shortcuts, magical formulas. None of that. I'm afraid there's no silver bullet to success in any business. Any business. Okay? Now, what I'm giving you today is real, it's practical, down to earth advice that can make the difference between getting stuck in a rut and moving forward in your speaking business. All right, so I'm going to dive in. Number one, I want you to write these down. If you're driving, please do not wait till you get home or to your office. Number 1, keep honing your craft. Keep honing your craft. Keep honing your craft. All right, so you're struggling to find gigs. Now, you can either kind of like just sit there, you kind of moping about it, or you can do something productive with your time. Now, of course, I suggest going with the latter. This is the perfect opportunity to give your speaking skills a turbo boost. Think about it. You've got time on your hands, so why not spend it becoming the best speaker you can possibly be? Get out there and attend workshops and conferences, live ones, online. Not only are you going to learn a ton, but you're also going to make some valuable connections, and these are huge. Remember, it's not always about what you know, but who you know. And in the speaking world, this couldn't be more true. So maybe you want to pick up a book, or 2. There's a lot of wisdom between those pages. You'd be surprised how much you can learn from the experiences of others. Or better yet, why not listen to audiobooks? from renowned speakers. Use this time to develop new ideas for your talk. Experiment with different topics and styles. I want you to play around with it, right? And I want you, most importantly, to have fun. I want you to have fun. Remember, the most memorable speeches are the ones that are, I say this all the time, unique and authentic. Unique and authentic. And practice. Whew, I cannot stress this enough. Whether it's in front of your mirror, maybe your dog, hey, your cat, whatever, or a small group of friends. Every bit of practice helps. Okay? Number 2, network. Remember when I talk about making connections, at those workshops, conferences? Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Networking is your secret weapon in your speaking business. Now, don't get me wrong, because networking might sound daunting. Maybe you're feeling a little sleazy about it sometimes, but here's the thing. It doesn't have to be, okay? It doesn't have to be. Networking is all about making connections, informing those relationships, which is huge, and offering support. It's not just nice to have. Beep. In our businesses, it's just not nice to have. It's a must. Okay? It's a must. So make it your mission to connect with other speakers, event planners, industry professionals. Each connection you make is a potential gateway to new opportunities. I'll say that again. Each connection you make is a potential gateway to new opportunities. And hey, you never know. I mean, who might end up recommending you, for a speaking gig, right? And don't just stick to the in-person connections. I mean, I think they're awesome. I think that's the best, but the online world is your oyster. Okay? I want you to attend virtual networking events. I want you to join speaker groups. I want you to come over and join Breakthrough Public Speaking Group, which is in the show notes. And I want you to reach out to people on social media, especially LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a good one. The more people who know about you, and your speaking topics, your expertise, the more likely you are to be on their minds when those opportunities come up. So I want you to get out there and start making those connections, okay? Network. Number 3, do not give up. You can't give up, okay? Here's something you might not want to hear, but it's a reality check we all need sometimes. Success in the speaking industry, any industry, it takes time and persistence. Yes, that's right. I said it. Time and persistence. There is no magical shortcut. I don't care who you hear it from. There's not. No instant success formula. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. And because every no you hear, it's not a setback. It's not a failure. It is one step closer to a yes. You might have heard of the theory that every yes is preceded by a number of no's. There's a widely recognized rule in sales, often referred to as the rule of 7. It's suggested that it can take an average of 7 contacts or interactions before a sale is made. Or in our case, before you land a gig. Okay? And this rule is not set in stone, but it's a good reminder that persistence does pay off. Persistence does pay off, everybody. So, keep putting yourself out there. Don't let rejection get you down. I want you to treat every no as a stepping stone. A learning experience, because with each no, you're just getting closer to that sweet yes, right? Yes. It won't be as exact as getting a yes after 7 no's, but I'll bet it'll be darn close, okay? Darn close. Remember, the most successful speakers aren't the ones who have never heard a no. They're the ones who didn't let a no stop them. So keep going, okay? Because your yes is just around the corner. Number four, I want you to try new things. Okay, I'll tell you a little story. Not long at all. Okay. And again, I've been working with speakers and planners for 20 years, over 20 years. And so some of the speakers I work for have been in the business for a very long time, but some of these speakers are stuck, right? They are stuck, and they're stuck in the mentality that what might have worked 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago is still working, and it is not. It is not. So number 4 is to try new things. Do not be afraid to try new things. You know how I mentioned shaking things up kind of in your speech content? Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit deeper into that. It's all about being open to new experiences. Daring to step outside your comfort zone. I know. Did she say step outside my comfort zone? I did. I did. I want you to consider expanding your speaking topics, or maybe even targeting new industries. Maybe you've been focusing solely on motivational speeches. Why not try dabbling in maybe leadership, teamwork, personal development. Sometimes we get so stuck in our ways that we miss out on the vast array of opportunities out there. Shaking things up just a little bit, and trying a new angle can be just the thing to get those speaking engagements rolling in. So don't be afraid to experiment, okay? Don't be afraid to experiment. Your speaking career is more than just a one-way street, all right? There's a whole world of directions and possibilities out there. So it is time to explore, my friends. All right. I want you to try new things. Number 5 is to stay positive. Very important. This one is very important. Well, they're all important, but number 5 is I want you to stay positive. Last but definitely not least, I want to talk about attitude. I want to talk about, Wendy, I ain't got no attitude. What are you talking about? Let's just talk about it for a second, okay? The speaking journey is full of ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. And it is easy to stay motivated during the ups, right? But what about the downs? That is where a positive attitude comes in. Facing setbacks can be tough. I've been there multiple times. Sometimes it hurts to face rejection. Continual rejection, or disappointment. But it is crucial. Listen to me, my friends. It is crucial to keep your chin up and not let the negatives weigh you down. Remember, every successful person has faced their fair share of setbacks, and they probably still do. It's part of the process. It's part of the process. Believe in yourself and your message. After all, you've got something very important to say. Okay? You have something very important to say. Something that can make a difference. All right? Something that can make a difference. And I do not want you to lose sight of that. So just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. Yes, it takes hard work and determination. But that winning combination, you're going to find speaking gigs that are just right for you. After all, the only way to truly fail is to give up. Right? Let me say that again. The only way to truly fail is to give up. So keep going, keep believing, and keep shining, because your time is coming. Your time is coming. And there we have it, everybody. The 5 must-hear pieces of advice for any of you out there that are struggling to find speaking gigs. Remember, success won't happen overnight. I know I say it all the time. I probably sound like a broken record. Success will not happen overnight. But with a focus on honing your craft, making meaningful connections, staying resilient, experimenting, and keeping a positive attitude, you're setting yourself up for success, okay? So your immediate takeaway in this podcast for you to do right now, today, or this week, I want you to pick one area to focus on this week, okay? One area to focus on. Maybe it's reaching out to a new connection, or maybe you're trying a new speaking topic, or a new title for your keynote. Remember, small steps lead to big strides. Small steps lead to big strides. Now, also, if you're looking for a community of like-minded individuals who are on a similar journey, I have just the thing for you. Again, I'd like to invite you to join our private Facebook group. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. We have over 4,000 members, all very supportive. It's a super supportive space, where you can learn from others, you share your own experiences and receive the encouragement you need on this journey. So I hope to see you there. Also, in each of my podcasts, I like to give away a freebie for my listeners. This podcast I'm giving away, I want to say 50. I think it's 75. Conferences that are looking for speakers. It does change periodically. I would say every couple months. You can go and look at the list of 50, see if there's a fit, submit a proposal, and put yourself out there, okay? Hopefully it helps. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes, and you can jump in there and see if any of those opportunities are a fit with you, okay? Thank you again for tuning into today's podcast. You have an awesome day. Bye.